Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Hope you can hear me. Let me just quickly.
How long do we have till open?
Hey Santa, no, doing good, man. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. We have 20 minutes until the open. I'm just doing my analysis
Okay.
now. So I'm busy sharing my screen here so that I can just start doing my analysis. So we
Okay.
basically.
I was like writing my goals and you were like, I'm started streaming.
Good, man,
Did
good.
New York Open come early today?
No. I'm just doing my analysis now just to prepare myself because um, you see this volume going up, right? This means
Yeah.
that the price is reacting off of this daily fair value gap here. And not only that, we have a weekly gap here where price is
Mhm.
also reacting from. This is a major push for price. And not only that, the 4-hour time frame also started turning bullish. So to be honest with you, do I think price is going to go down to go quickly take out the previous daily low? Hell no. Hell fucking no. There's no way. I don't think price is going to go that far. I think that my best guess
Like,
is this, this retracement, at least. And could maybe tap this daily fair value gap again, 100%. But to go all the way down to previous daily low, I'm not so sure, man. I'm not sure. Yes, we did take a previous day high, but remember, we started turning bearish here. What did price do? Right, so when 4 hours started turning bearish here with this, turning this into a 4-hour inverted fair value gap, what happened? It printed a new bearish fair value gap on the 4-hour. We dumped. Retraced 50%, dumped. Retraced 50%, dumped. And what's happening here now? We created a new 4-hour inversion fair value gap and a bullish 4-hour fair value gap. So if we follow more or less the same pattern, what do you think might happen? So retrace at least 50%, boom, go up to at least, like, let's say this next level here. Retrace again, here somewhere, and boom, go up. So yeah, that's my best guess. That might happen today. But the only thing that is going to tell us what's actually going to happen is what is the market going to do. The market is going to physically tell us what it wants to do. The only thing we can basically do at this point in time is just to wait. We literally just have to wait. So yeah. So now, for all the guys that's joining here now, let me just quickly explain. So we took out the previous daily high, no problems. But let's just do a quick top-down analysis, right? So weekly, what's happening on the weekly? We took out last week. What did we do? What did we do last week? Why did we sell off? Let me ask you guys this. Why did we sell off? Do you see this turning point here? This weekly turning point? What did we do? Let's go down to the daily time frame. What did we do? We took out the weekly high turning point. Liquidity, a ton of liquidity sitting here at the top here. And not only that, we tapped the daily fair value gap, daily bearish fair value gap. And not only how, as Wes would say, it tapped it at CE, which is literally halfway of that bearish daily fair value gap. And boom, caused this whole sell-off here. Not only that, we created a daily inverted fair value gap here after we closed with this daily candle below that fair value gap, which is an indication of this time frame we're in right now is turning bearish or changing its course. We had a reaction. We printed a bearish daily fair value gap here as well, and we started selling off. Now take a look at this candle. So we sold off heavily into this bullish daily fair value gap here. And what happened today? We moved all the way up. This whole candle, all the way up at this previous day, and we took out the previous daily high, right? How cool is that? So now what? This here, especially the moment that this 4-hour candle closed, I told myself 4-hour is bullish now. Bullish, 100% bullish right now. So if we want to buy, if we want to look for a buy, any buy whatsoever, we need to be patient because I'm getting the idea that price might actually tap into this inverted fair value gap or into this bullish 4-hour fair value gap, and only then started going up. But at this point in time, we still have to wait because if we go down to the 15-minute time frame, what did we do? We took out the previous daily high. What did we do the moment that we took out the previous daily high? The 15-minute time frame started turning bearish. Why? Because it closed below this bullish fair value gap immediately when this started happening. Do you see this? We literally had a 50% retracement up. We tapped this very, very small bearish fair value gap here on the 15-minute time frame, and we sold off. What happened now? Me and Santa were actually sitting and chatting with each other, and Anoki. We were sitting and chatting with each other. I told them, listen, take a look here. What's happening here? We literally tapped 50% of this 15-minute fair value gap. We closed here below this bullish fair value gap as well. So this is now a 15-minute inverted fair value gap. We closed below. We tapped it at CE. We closed below it, and boom, price started selling off. Boom, TP target. I was in the sell, but I went out at BE because price, it looked like it's consolidated. But if you take a look at the 15-minute time frame, what did we do? We started moving downwards, and we closed below this. So where are we? Where are we in price right now? We are, yeah. This is where price is right now. Remember? So if price wants to do anything right now, we have to wait. There's a possibility that if we wait for the trade played out. Yeah, you see Santa. Guys, ask Santa. Ask Santa. The pictures that I sent him of this trade. Ask him. I was there at the beginning of this move. Right there. And the reason why I got stopped out at BE is because I had to... I went in here. I went in a little bit lower, like I think here or something here. My stop loss was here. My take profit was here, somewhere here. But the problem is that I entered on the lower time frame, on a lower time frame here, on the 1-minute time frame. And when price went up, I think with this move here, I went out at BE, just here. And take a look at what price did afterwards. Come on now. How cool was this move? Absolutely insane. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, Santa. Exactly. So, and this all started with what? We took out the previous daily high, and 15-minute time frame started turning bearish with this move here. This move, if I would have loved to be in this move, but the thing is, I told myself, listen, I'm not going to trade London session. This was you could say this is pre-New York. That's why I was happy to take the time to plan for this move, plan for the sell, and it worked out beautifully. But what did not look nice? The 5-minute time frame looked horrible. The 1-minute time frame looked even more horrible. Crazy, right? But the only thing that looked better was what? The 15-minute time frame. We literally, like I said, we literally tapped it at CE. Would have entered here after we closed below it. Stop loss at above the 15-minute fair value gap. You could have aimed for 122 risk to reward. Boom. How beautiful was this trade? Absolutely nuts. Too bad we didn't get something like this in New York Open. Come on now. And as I told Santa, what was the actual original TP target for this move? This for our inverted fair value gap. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Any case, we are waiting for New York Open. New York Open will happen in the next 9 minutes. So I've already done all my planning. I would just like to see what is the 15-minute time frame going to do. Is it going to stay bearish? Or is it going to eventually go bullish? Because I do not want to buy when 15-minute is bearish like this. 15-minute is 100% bearish. Yeah. Up, down, lower high, lower low. Bearish. We're bearish on the 15-minute time frame. So before I do any other trades, I'm going to wait to see what's going to happen with the 15-minute time frame. So yeah, let's just move on to the 1-minute time frame here quickly. Just like to extend this again here because this is the liquidity pools. This is the 15-minute bearish fair value gap. It's still valid because so if price wants to shoot up, test this 15-minute fair value gap and sell off after that, it can do whatever it wants, really. So we just have to wait and see. This is the 15-minute inverted fair value gap here. I'm also thinking about, let's quickly split my screen here because I want to check for S&P 500 to see if there's any SMTs at this point in time. All right. Okay. Let's see if there's any SMTs on the 15-minute or on the S&P 500. Let's start off with 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour. Yeah, to here. Oh, here. To here. No, there's nothing that I can see from here on the higher time frame. Let's go to daily. There is, I think there's a massive one on the daily time frame, yeah. Oh, it's from that top to this bottom. Okay, cool. So from here to here, we have a higher time frame SMT between the S&P 500 and NASDAQ, right? So now let's go down to the lower time frames to see if we have more of a lower time frame SMT. Yes, we do. Yes, we absolutely do. Take a look here. Boom, there we go. Now take a look here. From there to there. So bearish SMTs here on the 1 hour time frame. So let's see if there's any bullish SMTs. Let's go down to 15-minute time frame. So far. Okay. No, it doesn't look like it now. There's no bullish SMTs that I can see from this side. Maybe. No, nothing. Not even from this angle to this angle. So, not as far as I can see. So there's bearish SMTs, yes. But now you guys also need to keep in mind, I do not base my complete bias on SMT personally. Wes may use SMTs 100%, no problems. But when I do my own personal trades, I do not really make use of SMTs. But yeah. Yeah, Bateman, exactly. Today is contradictory. Got reasons to go both long and short, 100%. Guys, if your bias is bearish, go for it, because I can completely see why you want to sell 100%. My own personal bias is bullish, but until proven otherwise, right? What do I mean by that? So personally, the higher time frame is bullish for me, for the 4-hour time frame, and I do not want to trade against the 4-hour time frame direction. That's why I'm personally going to look for a buy at this point in time. The only downside for me personally is that the 15-minute time frame is currently bearish. So what I would want to see is the 15-minute time frame. Let's say we close above this 15-minute fair value gap. Then I'm going to wait for a small retracement and boom, try to look for a buy. That's my angle for buys. We've already tapped this 4-hour inverted fair value gap there, which is absolutely beautiful. So if price goes shoot up, small retracement, buy, that would be my target. That would be my best guess target to where price might go. Why that level? Because that it was Tuesday's New York session high, 30 December. That's the best next session level. And not only that, there's a daily fair value gap sitting there just above it. So yeah, like I said, guys, if you want to sell, no problems. If you want to buy, no problems. There are things that you can look for both directions at this point in time. So yeah, let's just see what New York Open's going to bring. Currently it's 16, well, I'd say it's 9:28. We're just waiting 2 minutes and then we're going to go. So all right, let me just quickly see, is there anything else? We're actually also tapping a very big bullish 15-minute fair value gap. Not only that, if I draw a fib tool from here, or here, basically from this London low to this London high, it's already a 61.8% fib retrace. Beautiful confluence for anyone that wants to buy right now. That's going to be me. If price shoots up and close below this 15-minute fair value gap to turn it bullish, then I'm definitely going to look for a buy. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. If price, okay, so this is if your bias is bullish. If your bias is bearish, wait for price to close. I would say close below this 4-hour inverted fair value gap. Then it would confirm a bearish bias. Why you can actually sell from the open if you think the price is going to shoot down now immediately. Then I would say then you are happy to go and do so, because we are already bearish on the 15-minute time frame. The only thing that, like I said, the only thing that's not bearish is the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame is currently bullish. In any case, New York Open, let's go. Let's see what happens, right? There's the 15. I'm just gonna laugh, but let's just keep at it, right? Let's just keep at it. My words have not even been called. All right, we are tapping into this 15-minute fair value gap. It's a bearish fair value gap. So I would say if this is being respected, meaning if the next 15-minute candle closes below this 15-minute bearish fair value gap, then I would be happy to look for a sell. But if this first 15 minutes is going to close above this fair value gap, then I'm 100% going to look for a buy. Absolutely. And like I said, here is our TP levels. I really hope that price is not going to go and take our TP levels right now. Otherwise, I'm going to be very sad. All right. So we went through this fair value gap here completely. So this is not a valid CE entry. And to be honest with you guys, if I see the opportunity right now to go into a buy, I would absolutely do so. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So let me just quickly take a look here. If we come down and retest that fair value gap, I'm going to target, my risk would be 300. My TP would be at least 500. At least. All right, cool. I'm going to wait for any TP, any CE tap. Okay, okay. We're actually tapping CE right now. If we print a bullish candle, it went far too past. No, it's fine. All right, so this is a no trade for me. Let's just give it some time. No problems. All right, so we basically retested this 15-minute fair value gap. So if anyone wants to look for a sell, if your bias is bearish, I would suggest waiting for a retest of this inverted fair value gap and go for a sell from there. All right. Let's give it time. Okay, there's a 4-hour inverted fair value gap. All right, let's just keep track of it. All right. Let's have a look at the 15-minute time frame. Like I said, we tested this 15-minute fair value gap. If we close below it at 9:45, I would be happy to say 15-minute is still bearish, and then we can look for a sell. So let's just quickly see here. There's another fair value gap that we can keep in mind. All right. Boom, there's our new fair value gap. Let's keep an eye. So if anyone wants to sell, wait for a tap for CE of this fair value gap, or even this inverted fair value gap. Wait for a bearish candle to be printed, and you can sell. Easy as that. That's if your bias is bearish, of course. Hey, morning Pendulum. Hope you're doing well. Guys, thank you for joining. Let's see what we can get today. That's literally it. So, okay, Santa says 1 hour massive CE push. 1 hour. Yes. Yeah, we have it here. But we went past at least like 80% of it. But what I'm also seeing is this. This here. CE tap. If we close below it. Almost. Then if you want to look for a sell, go for it. No problems. It's not really at CE yet. Like halfway to CE. I would not enter this. If my bias was bearish, I would have waited for a little bit further into 50% of this. Put your stop loss either here or that turning point high. And you could aim for 1 to 1.5. But you see, what can you target you want to sell? Inside the Asian session, I would say that my best guess would be the 50-minute retracement, the 50% retracement of this very big fib retrace, at least this level. That would be a good TP target you want to sell. Something like this. But you see that you see the risk to reward is not that good. Really not that good. So this would be a very, very difficult trade to handle.
Brr.
Hey Bateman, how are you doing, man? Bateman, if you want to talk, you can talk. Otherwise, you can turn off your mic, man.
Oh shit, sorry, man.
It's all good. How are you doing? Good.
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, you?
Perfect. Good, good, good. Now we're good.
Good stuff, man.
Let's see what we get. Oh, we're actually tapping CE of this inverted fair value gap. But we went above it. Nah, it's not a good entry for a sell. Anyone wants to sell. That's a shame. Still waiting to see what we can do here. See, this is not a good CE tap. It's not a good CE tap. I wouldn't have entered the sell if I personally was looking. If my bias was sells, I would not have entered this trade because we completely through this fair value gap. It's not a good confluence for a sell. 100% it's not. So I would be very wary. I would wait. Okay. It's all about patience, guys. Patience, patience, patience. All right. And what are we respecting? Why do you guys think I'm keeping this here? Busy respecting the 4-hour confluences. So at this point in time, I'm going to wait for this. If I want to buy, I'm going to wait for number one, for price to close above this 15-minute fair value gap before 9:45. But we are actually still respecting this 15-minute fair value gap. We are. We are respecting it. Let me show you guys. Yeah, you see this? You see this like a big fair value gap here? We're respecting it. Respect it, respect it, respect it. Every single 15-minute candle respected this fair value gap. So if you want to sell, just get a proper entry. That's all. And at this point in time, we went through every single 1-minute fair value gap that you can think of. So none of these were good entries. Not even this 1-minute candle tapping this 15-minute fair value gap again, closing below it, is a good entry because it's a 1-minute candle and this is a 15-minute fair value gap. So it's not a good confluence. If you want to enter on the 1-minute time frame, you can use your entry from a 1-minute fair value gap. So I'd rather than wait for a 1-minute fair value gap to be respected, and then you can use that as entry. Like this, if we print a fair value gap here and we test it at halfway CE, I would say that would be a good sell if you want to sell 100%. But let's give it time, right? We are still very early in New York Open. You know what? Since we are done with looking for SMTs, I'm going to do this. and put this on the 15-minute time frame right there, so we can see what's going on the higher time frame. All right, cool. So if anyone wants to sell, I would say wait for price. If your bias is bearish, wait for price to retest this at CE, and then you can look for your sell. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. All right, we're tapping into that fair value gap. So if anyone, oh, just came so close to halfway. So close. Very close to halfway. Okay, now I would say this would be a good one. If it prints a bearish candle, now I would say that would be a good entry. So if we print a bearish candle right now, I would say take your stop loss there. Take profit, aim for 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2. Risk to reward. Up to you. Completely up to you. I would say this would be a valid CE tap there. We're very close to 50%. So if you want to wait, okay, it's 30 seconds left. It prints a bearish candle here. I'd be happy to say if you want to enter a sell trade, go for it. Yo, take a look at that volume. Crazy, 100,000 orders. Absolutely nuts. And it did not print a sell candle. And what did I tell you guys? If it prints a sell candle, then you can enter. And did it print a sell candle? No, it didn't. Smashed right through that fair value gap. Crazy, right? I'm sorry to hear about the loss, Bunsy boy. Sorry, man. But yeah, like I said, we were just very patient at this point in time. We're just waiting for a trade right now. Oh, welcome, Onoki. Welcome. All right, so now we wait. And as I've told you guys, we are busy respecting this 4-hour inverted fair value gap. So yeah, this is a no trade. 100%. It didn't print a sell candle after tapping this fair value gap at CE. If you wanted to sell, what did we do? In fact, we created a inverted fair value gap here. If I want to buy, oh, this is a good one. Crazy. I want to buy. I would put my stop loss here after tapping CE. Take my take profit here. Very smooth. But that's after we tap this at CE. I could actually place my stop loss here as well to be frank, or just do this. Let me do this. I can see this thing easily go up. There. After tapping this at CE. Okay, and 1 minute time frame is now completely bullish because we printed an inverted fair value gap. Not only that, we printed a bullish fair value gap as well. So we can easily tap this at CE. Boom. Lift off. That's if we get our entry. If it doesn't go without us, like it's trying to do right now, I'm going to be seriously pissed because I'm actually looking for buys today. Personally, of course. Come on now. Such a shame. Such a damn shame. Okay, let me just remove that fib. Come on now. And wouldn't you believe it? We actually closed below that 15-minute fair value gap. So the 15-minute, this is now a new 15-minute fair value gap. We actually respected this fair value gap, this 15-minute fair value gap. So to be honest with you guys, this does mean that the 15-minute time frame is currently still bearish, which means that if you want to look for a sell, you are 100% happy to do so. Me personally, I want to see what price does at 10 a.m. if I don't get my buy entry. So unfortunately for me, which my bias is bullish, the 15-minute direction is currently still bearish at this point in time until proven otherwise. Holy shit. All right. Sorry, I don't want to share here, swear, but it looks like my TP target is going to be reached without me, without any entry. Oh, come on, man. Such a damn shame. And what did I tell you guys from the beginning of this stream? What am I looking for? Buys into? I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Come on. Okay, we finally closed above this 1 minute fair value gap. Take a look at where price is right now. A nice inverted fair value gap we can use for a retest and the buy. Hopefully, if price doesn't reach our TP target first. Ah, oh, come on. Such a shame. Seriously. I knew this was going to happen. I knew we were going to get buys, but I really didn't know it was going to happen like this. Not giving us any entry whatsoever. And like I said, you guys, what are we respecting right now? A 4-hour bullish confluence. This one, right there. That's what we're respecting right now. Tapped into this 4-hour fair value gap. Boom, lift off. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. Can I do anything about getting an entry here? Nope. It's already gone. It just went without me. That's all. Very, very unfortunate. Come on now. Seriously. So like I explained to you guys, number one, I was looking for buys. Unfortunately, did we get confluence that I need to enter this buy? Nope. No, I didn't. Can't do anything about it now. But let's see. Let's see. Let's see what price is going to give us. I would be happy to enter even from here. Even if we can just get to that level, we still have room to go to that place. So if we don't tap this first before we get our entry, if we don't tap this right now, if we first go and go into CE here, I'll be happy to buy. Boom. There we go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for. So let's just be patient. Let's just be more patient. Okay. My take profit is unfortunately going to be here because that is the target that I'm looking for now for since this whole setup. Yeah. We might even tap CE of this daily fair value gap. So let me just quickly do this. That's the middle of this daily fair value gap. That's also a nice TP target. You see, boom, there we go. We've already reached our target. Nothing we can do about it. Nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Such a damn shame. Well done, Anoki. Going into that buy. Very well done. Bateman, second TP smashed. No entry still. Yeah, man. It's unfortunately it's sad because we didn't get our we have an entry model, right? Our entry model is there for a reason. Our entry model is there to help us stick with our strategy, right? For us to help get a routine of some sort, right? So if we don't follow our strategy at the end of the day, what's gonna happen? We're gonna miss our money management. You're not gonna have control over what you want to do at the end of the day. So unfortunately, if you don't get an entry, you don't get an entry. It's a no trade for the day. It's a win. It's a win overall. So yeah, let's see what price do now after hitting that target. I'd say we might need to look for at least a 50% fib retracement. At least. So I'd say if price go and even tap this, not even at CE, but if we tap this 50% retracement, right? If we get there, it's okay. If price taps this area here and close above this fair value gap, I would still be happy to buy. I would have to limit my stop loss though to somewhere like this, to below the fair value gap. But I mean, if it's going to be like that, it's going to be like that. There's nothing I can do about it, as long as it gives me a decent risk to reward. Alay, thank you so much for joining. If you don't want to trade today, you don't want to trade today. That's all up to you. Completely up to you, man. I'm looking for a trade. Unfortunately, our trade target that I was looking for has already been reached. There's nothing I can do about it. But if we get a CE tap like this now, and we print a bullish candle, I'm happy to take my TP here. Stop loss is going.
Okay, it's funny news. I took a short trade and I forgot to set stop loss.
Ah, whoops. That's a big whoops.
Officially, I lost my funded account. Let's go.
Oh, shit. Sorry to hear that, man. Very,
Nah,
very
no
sorry to
worries.
hear that.
I'm happy that I
I'm,
lost it.
I'm waiting for price
It's part of a
to
lesson.
close above this quickly. Just quickly get to my other account here that I'm looking for trade. Okay, so if we print that bullish candle there. This is not a good stop loss, but if we print bullish here, then I might be in for a buy. Let's see. Let's see what price does. Unfortunately, there is a bearish fair value gap against me. But, okay, I can't enter this trade yet. They haven't closed above the fair value gap yet. 3, 2, 1. It didn't close above it. All right, cool. So no entry so far. I have to wait. I have to wait. All right, if it closes above it now, I'll be happy to enter. We still have room to go for a different TP target, 100%. But you have to sacrifice some room for your stop loss, or for my stop loss. I'm going to put my stop loss here. Let's do this. still waiting for price to close above this fair value gap. Hey Santa, no man, don't feel worried, man. Relax, 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 relax. I do apologize, man. I really, it's not a good feeling to lose that account. So yeah, I get that feeling, man. I hope you recover well. I have to wait now here for price to close above here. I'm gonna take my stop loss to here. I really hope my stop loss is not gonna be too short. I really hope so. 250, 300. My risk is 300. Yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm in. Okay. Okay. Okay, I am in for a buy. Looks like I may have entered prematurely here because it did not 100% close above this. So if you guys want to exit this trade, you may, to protect your capital. It looks like I did enter prematurely here. Yes, I entered off CE, yes. The only downside is it didn't 100% properly close above this fair value gap just yet. So if I get my stop loss, that's a lesson for me to learn. Okay, let me just put my stop loss more appropriately here. I have the risk to move it around. It was at around $250. I have the risk to around 300 plus minus for this trade. So let's see how it goes. All right. And now the trade is in the hands of the market. So let's see how it goes. Yes, 10 a.m. The reason why I wanted to wait for 10 a.m. is if the 4-hour direction is not clear, Anoki. So if the 4-hour direction is not clear enough, then I wait for 10 a.m. like I did on Wednesday, right? But what's happening now? The 15-minute time frame is good for a buy, and the 4-hour direction is good for a buy, even from the beginning of, well, from the beginning of New York Open. 15-minute wasn't 100% bullish just yet, but 4-hour direction was absolutely bullish. Absolutely bullish. So that's why we'd be happy to take a trade before 10 a.m. But if the 4-hour direction is not clear to me, then I would wait until 10 a.m. and take a look. We are here now, right? And we are already above these 4-hour inverted fair value gap. Right there, right? So 4-hour is 100% bullish. Guys, like I say, if we get stopped out here, it's not the end of the world. It's part of trading. Just going to give it some time. All right, here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And we are back at BE. So let's have a look. Cool. Here we go. We're in profit, guys. We are in profit. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome, Ramsey. Hope you're doing good, man. Now that's a legitimate close above CE. Strong close. All right, this looks much, much better. Very much better. I would actually be happy to de-risk here. I'm going to de-risk at least to this low turning point here. Right. Boom. De-risking. All right. And now we wait. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No, Ramsey, you're doing good, man. I was also looking for buys today, and that entry that you made there is very strong. Very well done there, man. Seriously. Great stuff. Okay, like I said, guys, I de-risked here at least 50%. If the market stops me out, the market stops me out. And now we've printed a new bullish fair value gap as well there. That's a good sign. Okay. Like I said, I de-risked here until this turning point here. But let's see. See what the market is going to give us. If it stops me out, it stops me out. If it takes my TP, it takes my TP. That's it. All you can do. Yeah, that was a good entry, Ramsey. Well done. Yeah, it's your discretion. No, 100%, 100%, man. Anoki, well done, man. That looks good. Looks good, it looks good. Patience. 10 a.m. came, we closed above the 4-hour fair value gap and inverted fair value gap, still showing bullish potential. And I'm very happy with this trade. Seriously. Even if I get stopped out here now, fine. No problems. We still have room to go. Let's quickly have a look at the 15-minute time frame. Yes, 100%. 15-minute also turned bullish. Boom. Another good confluence. Created the inverted fair value gap here. Very nice. All right, we're back at BE. And yeah, that's how trading goes. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. We are de-risked at 50%. Let's see. Come on. This is a bearish confluence that it might go down. It's an inverted fair value gap. There we go. Boom. Stopped out. All right, we got stopped out at 50% of the risk of the trade that we had earlier. So that is unfortunate. So the original trade that we had was, we entered here. Stop loss was here. Take profit was here. So let's see what could have happened if we kept our stop loss to where it was. I'm getting the feeling price wants to retrace 50% before it wants to do a reversal, go back up again. That's my best guess. But let's give it some time. See this? There's a fib retracement from New York low to New York high. Right. And that's an inverted fair value gap plus a bearish 1 minute fair value gap there. So that's an indication of price going further down for the time being. Okay. Tap at 50%. Boom. Previous day high. Tapped again. Let's see. Very unfortunate, but it's fine. Remember, we de-risked at least by 50% before we got stopped out, which is perfectly fine. That's how the market goes. We went at least like 50% into our take profit before we went down. Let's see if it keeps on respecting this fair value gap. Tapped at 50%, previous daily high. We actually might tap this 15-minute inverted fair value gap. Hi, Ale. All right, so you had a question. What are the colored candles? Bullish, bearish, and fair value gap candles. Yes, it's candles that has fair value gaps inside them. That it just helps me to point out where are the fair value gaps, because it's part of my strategy to use fair value gaps. All right, we're tapping into this 15-minute inverted fair value gap. So let's see what price does next. I'm willing to stay a little bit longer to see, because this is very interesting. Price action overall for me is very, very interesting because, like I said, 4-hour direction, bullish. 15-minute direction is now bullish. We're having complete 50 to 61.8% fib retracement. So let's see what price does next. Are we going to respect the fib retracement? Possibly. And since I went out at 50%, I can still make use of $150 to make another trade, to be completely honest with you guys. So I still have room for my risk to make another trade if I really do want to. And that's completely within my rules and within my risk management. So yeah, let's see. Ramsey, don't worry about it, man. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's a nice trade. Love the respect of the 1 minute gap. Yes, perfect. I see Ramsey's gone down and engaged. That's perfectly fine. Guys, if any of you have any questions, you may unmute yourself and ask me a question, but just please one at a time. I really appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, you want to speak in the microphone, no problems at all. We're still waiting for things to... Let me do this. We're already done with this trade now, right? Let's just do it this way because I want to see if we are going to respect this 15-minute inverted fair value gap and this 61.8% fib retracement. If price close above this fair value gap by this time here, then I might look for another buy entry. If not, then I'm going to stop here for the day because my initial bias was bullish and we did go up. We just didn't. You see, with this move up, I wish we had entry from here. If we had entry from here, we would have had a beautiful trade into our TP target. Absolutely beautiful. But that didn't happen. We didn't get our entry. It just didn't happen. So yeah. All right. Let's see. Like I said, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, right? We're still tapping this 4-hour inverted fair value gap again. All right. Let's see if price reacts from that level. Like I said, I still have some risk to make use of. I have $150 to use. That's my best risk that I can use still. Where's TP? Yeah, cool. We actually retraced quite a bit of movement down here. So if we close like this, I'm definitely not going to look for a buy right now. 100%. Because then 15-minute is not... And we're still bullish after we close like that. But if we close like this now, we're bearish on the 15-minute time frame. And then there's no way I'm going to touch the trade right now. Because there's a possibility. Hey, let's just see. Let's just give it time. Because these 4-hour levels are still 100% valid. Absolutely. From 10 a.m. They are still 100% valid. Nice sell-off. And what did we do now? We actually took the London session low. Take a look at that. All right, cool. Very nice. Okay, let's do this. This is London low. Took out London low. Tap this 4-hour fair value gap. We delete this FIB retrace because it's not valid anymore. All right. Okay. London low. Like I said, we just literally took out London low just now. I see now what price is gunning for. Unbelievable. It's actually going for this big FIB retracement. 50%. All right. But it's also a very good sell-off. After taking out London high, we sold off. That's it. That's what the market did. So no matter how I wish to look for a buy, this is pretty bearish behavior, to be honest with you guys. But we are at a critical level basically here. We took out London low. We have a very nice 50% FIB retracement from this morning till now. See, from this morning, Asian session low to New York high, 50% retracement. I am trading two evals actually. I'm trading two evals. It's a 50k and a 100k eval that I'm currently trading. All right. To be honest with you guys, 15-minute time frame just turned bearish. All right, so that means we are currently bearish. If you want to look for a sell, then go ahead, look for a sell. I would say we are 100% bearish right now. After this move, after we close below that 15-minute fair value gap. So if I were you, let's see. See that move, this move right here, this big sell-off made this whole 15-minute structure bearish. Absolutely bearish. So yes, I can look for this 50% or 61.8% fib retracement. But to be honest, 15-minute time frame is 100% bearish right now. So I would actually look for a sell. If we can get a retracement up, small retracement, I would be happy to look for a sell. But that's going to be against the 4-hour time frame. So I think best thing that I can do right now is hands off. I already had a trade. I got stopped out at 50% of my risk. But do I really want to look for another trade right now in this situation where 4-hour time frame is currently bullish and 15-minute time frame is bearish? No ways. I'm not going to risk it. I did my best. That's literally the best that I can do for you guys today. Unfortunately, we had a loss. There's nothing I can do about it. That's how the market goes. And like I said, my initial bias for the day was bullish. Did we get those buys? Absolutely. Unfortunately, we just did not get our entry. We just didn't get the entry. That's all. And how accurate was this? How accurate was this TP level? Come on now. How cool was that? Crazy. So we did get our buys. Unfortunately, did we enter too late? Yes. Unfortunately, we got stopped out. I think we got stopped out here. There we go. Just around 50% risk. But that's it. This is the best that I can do for you guys today. And yeah, on Monday, Wes will be back, and then he will take over the live trades, the live recording and everything. So yes, if there's any questions, please let me know, guys. Otherwise, I'm basically done here. So then we just get back Monday. All right. So far, there's no questions. For you guys that made profits, well done. Absolutely well done. I see there's a few guys that made profit. Very, very well done. Thanks, LA. No problems, man. See you Monday. Yeah, I'm definitely going to trade again on Monday. No problems. And like I said, today was a loss. It's not a bad loss. We got stopped out at 50% our risk, which is not bad at all. Do I really want to look for a trade right now? No. When we're conflicting now with a 15-minute time frame turning bearish and 4-hour time frame turned bullish right now? No, thank you. No, thank you. This move already happened. And the sell happened very, very clearly. We took out London high, 100%. We took that TP target that I mentioned at the beginning of New York open. We took that TP target. We made a reversal and sold off. We took London low. We retraced now 50%, 61.8%. And if I remember correctly, Santa actually told me that he was aiming for previous day low, a sell to Asian low. Because why? See, there's a nice opening gap there. So there's a big possibility that price is actually aiming for that level. Goodness. it took a long while before it actually got to this level to sell off into that level. So do I think that if we look for a sell, we're gonna get it? We're gonna get a nice TP target, 100%. So you guys can go ahead. You can look for a sell if you really want to, but I'm done. I really wanted this buy. I didn't get this buy, unfortunately. We got into too late. But that's it. That's how it goes. When you stop trading, I mean before Christmas. I actually still traded on the 24th. The 24th was still a trading day, and I traded on that day. The 25th was obviously a bank holiday, and exactly what an amazing reaction from that 4-hour fair value gap. Exactly, that was my motivation for these buys. Higher time, I always say higher time frame always wins. Not always, but higher time frame. If you guys learn how to follow higher time frame more better, you can put it that way. If you learn how to follow higher time frame better, then your world will change like this. I was looking for buys at the beginning of the day. If we do a replay on the replay tool, I was looking for buys when New York Open happened. How did I know? How did I know price is going to react from these levels? Because of in the past I've been using 4-hour time frame inverted fair value gaps and fair value gaps for my trades, and this is how I got this move. How I thought price was going to get there in the beginning. But I mean, the market can still do what it wants, right? Your bias can be how good. You don't need to marry your bias, because what happened after we finished this move, the bias changed, the direction changed. That's it. That's how the market moves. And as you guys go on your trading journey, you will learn how to quickly think on how your bias has changed. Like when I said, when price closed here at 15 minutes past 10, below this fair value gap, I told you guys, whoops, 15-minute time frame is bearish. I'm not going to look for any more buys now. And you see what's happening to price right now? Exactly. Exactly, right? So crazy. Any case, thank you so much for joining, guys. I'm just going to stop the recording. And yeah, I did the best that I could, and it is what it is. So hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll be back on Monday. So yeah, cheers.